So yesterday I had a group session with our rebuild members. These are the betrayers. They're in a separate community within the PBT Institute, but I get to work with them once a month on a group call. And there was a woman, she's the betrayer, and it was her first time that she was going to be having a session with her husband. And she was so worried, and she was saying, well, what, and she was asking, what do I, how do I go into the session, and what do I do, and what do I say, and all of this. And I was talking about a pre-plan when she's there and a post-plan. And we were talking about the way she should prepare herself, just getting ready to have all this empathy and understanding and compassion and all of this stuff. And she said, well, what happens if he just doesn't respond to it, and what happens if it doesn't work? And she was so scared about being vulnerable and it may fall totally flat. And then I said to her, this is exactly what your husband, the betrayed, is experiencing on his end, where he's willing or considering being willing to just take that chance to open up his heart again. And it's terrifying. So there was this moment where everyone on the call just kind of got it, like that level of vulnerability in being so open and so kind of exposed to, what if I'm just so empathetic and understanding and I don't have any anger or any defensiveness or anything, and it falls flat. And for some of the betrayers, that was a real level of vulnerability. And then when they realized that the level of vulnerability that the betrayed has in even being willing to listen and stick around to see if there really is change, it was like one of those moments where they just got it. They just got it. So if you're the betrayed, I get it. I've been there, and I understand the level of vulnerability it takes to be willing to just be the recipient of, am I willing to even watch this person to see if they are capable and willing to change? And if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's totally fine. Your job would just be a willingness to just watch if you choose. You don't have to. And for the betrayer, are you willing to be that vulnerable? And when I mean vulnerable, I'm talking about you are an open book. You are coming at this from a place of everything you used to do. If it wasn't kind, loving, empathetic, vulnerable, open, all of it doesn't come with you. The only thing you're bringing with you is this new version of you that is so grateful and appreciative that you're even having an opportunity to right this wrong, and bringing a very new version of you to work with, so that if there's something there, if repair and a rebuild is possible, it's not you bringing the old self, you're bringing someone totally and completely new. So just an interesting moment for a rebuild community I want to share in case that helps. Follow for more.